The bugs you hear, that is because I'm sitting next to this water, something Europe doesn't have. Ladies and gentlemen, the EU, Europe is in grave danger. What do I mean? Well, the media ain't reporting this as much because there's a war to report on, because Donald Trump needs to be in the news all the time. My friends, Europe's rivers are running dry. France is on fire. Italy is busy going down a total collapse. This is way worse than what you think it is. And the scary part is you don't see a lot of reporting in the mainstream media from America. The reason they don't do it is because America will soon run out of food because of Europe's water problem, drought problem. Remember, winter is also coming. They will run out of gas. They will have no gas. It's a total collapse I'm smelling. And the media don't want to tell you about it. That's why I do it on this channel. We're going to see a lot of migration. People are going to rush to borders just to get out of that areas, to get into places where there's a little bit water and, you know, where they can actually live, you know, like normal human beings, like what we used to. So now it's not only the war that's crazy. They're not running away from war, from bullets. They're running away from not having food, not having water. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest war in this world will be about water, and it's here. It has arrived in Europe. The Netherlands run out of water. England. In England now they set up a policy where you can literally only buy 5 bottles of water, you know, these bottled waters in supermarkets, to control the water supply. It is insane. They ask the people to literally not wash their cars, don't take too long showers, so they're all gonna stink in Europe. They actually banned hose pipes, so you can't water your lawn. Okay, apart from this stuff, you know, the inconvenience, this is way worse than what you think. Cargo ships can't, you know, they can't make their way on these rivers. They can't transport goods. Farmers can't produce proper food for you guys. You know, livestock is busy dying. We see images of sheep and cows and all kinds of livestock that's literally lying on the ground. Fish in these rivers and parts of the sea literally lies dried out in the sun on the riverbanks and on like sandbanks in the middle of the sea. This is insane. Why does this happen? It's because of climate change. Now, do I support, you know, all these young climate activists? No, I don't. But, you know, instead of worrying about a war in Ukraine and, you know, raving for America to send ammunition and NATO to send ammunition to Ukraine to fight with Russia, I recommend go fucking use your minds and rather solve this issue, because this is severe. This is huge. Something big is coming. And the people don't realize it. The people don't even understand it, because the media don't make a big stink about this. They think it's just a little drought. You know, it's one of those years. It will blow over. No, it's not. This is very real. Now, here's the thing. China saw this issue coming. They have tools to manipulate the weather, bring rains to the lands. America's got the tools themselves, but they are too scared of using them, because once they use them, the public will start criticize the government and say, see, you manipulate our weather, you create tsunamis, you create floods, you kill us. It's an absolute disaster. That is why I believe the Chinese, as much criticism as they get, are on the right track. They use tools. They first of all spot these real issues, and they start to implement policies and tools to prevent a complete collapse and chaos and control it, like what they did with COVID-19. A lot of people criticize them for their zero COVID policy. But I mean, look at China. People are walking around with face masks. The economy is growing. The GDP is growing. The media tells you China is not growing. The economy is not growing. It's growing daily because they set policies in place. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, Europe is on its way to a total collapse. Winter is coming. They will not have gas. They can't heat their houses. They can't feed their people because there's no food from farms. They can't transport and ship cargo or get cargo into the countries because the rivers are running dry. This is now a perfect example of what karma is. You know, they thought they are the spotlight in the world news, American news, because they are standing up against Russian gas and they support Ukraine and NATO in this war against Russia. This is now where karma is busy creeping up and biting them on the arse. I want to tell you, people that are watching from Europe right now, you are in grave danger. They don't tell you this. This is a warning. I recommend, if you have a bit of money and you can catch a plane out of that area, that regions, you better get out. But don't fly to America because they're going to be short on food real soon. What is this going to mean? First of all, inflation is through the roof. People can't even buy food because it's, or they can, but it's too expensive. Now they're going to face a food shortage. What do I mean a food shortage? They also going to run dry on water, number one. Number two, a while back we saw these food reservoirs and food houses being destroyed miraculously, or you know, by accident, plane crashes, fires that started in these warehouses. I have a feeling this is a setup. This is a setup to control America, because freedom is what they are. That's what they stand for. They can't get the people to follow the government because the current government is that weak. The current government is that chaotic and crazy that they can't get the people to follow them. They have nothing to let the people follow them. So what they do now is, if you take the food from somebody's mouth, you will make them follow. That is what's happening. I feel they are planning, that is how evil I believe they are. They are planning a total collapse, food shortage within inside America. So even you Americans, catch your plane, fly out of that country. There's big issues coming in Europe and America. In fact, the whole northern hemisphere. But in China, we are perfectly fine. There's water all over next to me. This is right next to my complex. So by the way, we are protected from the virus. We have policies. Even now they're trying to boost the population. I talked about population decline. They boost the population by implementing policies to help people financially to get the population back on track. The Chinese are taking things serious. That's the point about this video. The Chinese are taking things serious. It's time that you turn your eye away from Western media trying to fearmonger you, trying to make you hate this country, and maybe listen and see what they are doing. Because slowly but surely, evilness and chaos is creeping up, and it's going to attack and prey on you real soon, because you fall for the propaganda called CNN, Fox, all those news networks. They are propaganda arms fooling you. There's big issues coming, and Europe, you are fucked to perfection. See you next time.